Philip Clement is behind a chain link fence, and if you survived 90 odd minutes of this garbage mid season friendly dross, then you should probably get your hard drive checked. Welcome back to the channel. Hertha Berlin 1, Rangers 0. Diabolical game. There's not really much to say about it, so let's talk about it, baby. Right, so Rangers like their out swinging corners. Hertha Berlin whipped in one in swinging corner, and what did it result in? Winkler with a goal. I don't actually think it was Winkler. I believe Winkler was the guy that whipped it in, and then the captain got the goal. Point is, I'm sick of Rangers with their out swinging corners that just get absolutely beat. And we saw 22 different players field the pitch today, and was I impressed with any single fucking one of them? No. Apart from the goalies, I think the goalies saved this score for being quite higher, especially Butland. But let's talk about the first half. Of course, we saw Fabo Silva start the game. First start, obviously, he featured against Kelly. I mean, we're not going to be able to tell what this guy's capable of in a 45-minute friendly that does not mean anything, and a 20-minute cameo against Kelly. I think we're going to see what this guy's made of once we get properly up and running. Of course, we've got an away trip to Dumbarton on, the 19th, 6 days away. Or, is it 6 days away? Maybe the 20th, doesn't matter. But we're not going to know what Fabio Silva's capable of away at Dumbarton, man. Right? It's going to be when we're in the league, we're at home, the guy starts a game, the European games, then we'll clearly see what he's capable of, But 45 minutes for him I thought was a bit dead. Cantwell, I thought was probably the most energetic player in the first half, but he kept giving the ball away, but at least he's attempting something. Raskin, it's good seeing him. Number 43 back out there. Matondo, of course. Sima is at the Africa Cup of Nations. We had, McCrory started that first half. We had the likes of Suter and Balogun as our centre-backs in that half. But in terms of our chances in the first half, man, they were really far and few between. There was just not really much happening. We had a bunch of opportunities to cross it in, and it just never seemed to go anywhere. A bunch of corners that were absolute dross, and I don't know why we are so hell-bent on using out-swinging corners, because they're just so bad. It needs to be in-swinging corners, as Hertha Berlin showed on the 45th minute. They whip it in, front post. McCrory can't do anything about it. Absolutely can't do anything about it. We go into the second half. That's when we get the changes. Ufeko, Goldson's our centre-back partnership. Goldson gives away the ball like an absolute fraud, to tell you the least. And then Jack Butland bails him out. This should be 2-0. Make no mistake about it. I don't even know what minute Clement got sent off at, right? 1 minute he was there, next minute he was behind a chain link fence, and I just saw this cream egghead appear over the horizon. So if someone wants to enlighten me, I'm going to assume it was dissent towards the referee in a jobber mid-season game, which is fair enough. Then towards the end of the match, we had Scott Wright running through. Instead of squaring it to Dessers or sliding him through, shoots, almost hits the corner flag. Jose Zafentes does the exact same thing. It's Rangers' only option up front, all out and out striker is Dessers at the minute, because Silva's not. Silva's more of a Lammers, a creative player. You can use him in a false nine. I'm not saying he can't be used up front, but we've got a striker at this football club who's the only option right now, and we've got players refusing to pass to him because he's fucking that bad. That's a problem, and I don't see how that's rectified by not signing players. We're 13 days in, not linked to anyone up front. I mean, we can talk about Shankland, but Rangers have not come out and said anything. Now, they did distance themselves from Batch Y, so maybe if they've not distanced themselves from Shankland, that means a deal's still on. But when you're not passing to your striker because he's that bad, what is the states going on at the club, if that is honestly the case? Cervantes then did a lovely roulette turn, tried to chip the goalie for about 45 yards out, just hit the top of the net, and that's pretty much where this ended, man. There was some smoke lit off. I couldn't even tell you if it was Hertha Berlin or Rangers, because it was blue smoke and that could go for either team. End of the day, it should have been the colour brown, because it was shite. The game was abysmal, and yeah, you look at the stadium, it held about 1,000, and I say it held at 1,000, that was on the camera's end, so we couldn't even see any of the fans. All you seen was Clement behind a fence, looking over, peeking over. Tuesday will be more of a representative game for me, I think. At Ibrox, with hopefully a decent crowd. It's not going to be a sellout. It'll probably be about 30,000, 25,000, considering it's a friendly. But they are selling tickets for £1, so you never know. Maybe it'll be a decent turnout at the end of the day. But we lost 1-0. It's a bit of a confidence killer in a way, because you want to win every game, regardless of being a friendly or not. And yeah, I think losing this mid-season game probably means more than losing a pre-season game, because then we're halfway through the season. You've experimented with 22 players. The manager should be able to communicate with him, but in reality, he gets sent off and couldn't really get his message across for behind the chain link fence. And it's just a bit of a disaster all around. And I think Copenhagen, Berlin, they're probably two similar rated teams. And hopefully, Ibrox will put in a better performance. And hopefully, there'll be some new, fresh faces. But the only positive I can take from this is that Yilmaz started. And I think the fact that he's starting probably suggests to me that he's staying. Because Josh Doidge, of course, is away. He did join Marseille today. And, of course, the replacement lined up was Redfan Yilmaz. But I think the fact he's starting and Doidge left and joined Marseille this morning tells me that's not going to happen. Now, yeah, things can change, but if Rangers honestly sell Redfan Yilmaz on loan and just have Barisic, who's just got 6 months left on his deal, and don't bring in a left back, that is diabolical. Just like this football match. But until next time, peace.